Witam wszystkich w drugim odcinku z serii Hogwarts Legacy, po polsku mówiąc Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. Zaczynamy od takiego menu głównego, gdzie jak widać można stworzyć więcej niż jedną postać. Ciekawa opcja. Może pogram jeszcze jakąś inną postacią też. Może inny dom. Fajnie, że tak można. W każdym razie kontynuujmy nasze przygody Geraltem. Skończyliśmy w dormitorium Ravenclaw. O, tak to wygląda. Czy dobrze, czy źle? Cóż wy ocenicie? Na pewno inaczej. Coś tu potłukłem. Ojej, zastawę stukłem. Już nie ma zastawy. Spoko, że tyle możliwych interakcji można tu odbywać z tymi wszystkimi rzeczami. No ale chyba nic nie mamy tu do badania, do odkrywania. No cholera, to do góry czy na dół? Chyba do góry mam iść. W sumie chodźmy najpierw tam, gdzie nam każą. Jeszcze myślę, że tutaj będzie czas zwiedzać wszystko.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
A bo Ravenclaw jest... Aha, tu mogę zagadać z nimi. Ravenclaw jest w takiej wieży.
Just have to wait for the right moment. One moment. Watch this.
What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Spoko. Nie pogadaliśmy. Teraz do Amita musimy iść, albo do Samanty. Możemy iść do Samanty. Mamy bliżej ją. A co tu mamy? O, jabłko można sobie zjeść. Pierniczyłem jabłko i co?
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Okej, możemy jeszcze zadać parę pytań.
An
Co
affinity
tutaj?
for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlic, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
No dobra, z nią pogadaliśmy. Chodźmy dalej. Jak widzicie, takie palenisko na środku jest. Pominek.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... That is not how that... Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
No dobra, co tam widać?
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
No dobra, pogadałem sobie z nimi. Spotkaj się z profesorem Weasley przed
Just
pokojem
outside.
wspólnym.
You'd best not keep her waiting.
No to jest ta... Duch Roweny Ravenclaw, nie czasem? Nie, Rowena Ravenclaw była założycielką. Duch był tam chyba jej córki. A to na dół mam coś. Okej. Brzmi ciekawie. Pobiegnijmy w sumie, co będziemy chodzić.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Jasne.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Patrz, co takiego.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okej, chodźmy do nią.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Okej,
Revelio!
wiesz. Pierwsze stworzone, by uczcić domu Ravenclawu. Znajduje się we wzniosłej wieży Ravenclawu. Pierwsze Ravenclaw, dobra. Właśnie odblokowano wyzwanie przewodnika, tutaj pojawiają się twoje postępy w pełnieniu wyzwań. Wyzwania przewodnika są jedyną możliwością zdobywania punktów doświadczenia. Okej. Mamy ten przewodnik, okej. Oto twój czarodziejski poziom. Punkty doświadczenia zdobyte w wyzwaniach zwiększają twój poziom i moc. Przewodnik śledzi twoje postępy w wyzwaniach. Wybierz menu wyzwań, aby kontynuować. Dobra. Zebranie pierwszej strony przewodnika odblokowało nową kategorię wyzwań. Nowe wyzwania odblokowane w trakcie twojej przygody pojawiają się właśnie tutaj. Wybierz strony przewodnika, by kontynuować. Każde wyzwanie ma poziomy, za każdy ukończony poziom zostają odblokowane nagrody specjalne od wyglądów aż po istotne modyfikacje. Nagrody wybiera się z menu wyzwań, zaglądaj tam często, by odebrać odblokowane nagrody. Tu takie okularki chyba, uroczyste okulary Hogwartu dostaniemy, jak jeszcze jedną, zdobędziemy chyba taką stronę.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
No jasne, jasne.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Idziemy, idziemy. To jest tu, tutaj. Odkryj. A to co to takiego? Dobra, może nie teraz. To myślę, że będzie czas na zwiedzanie zamku. Wtedy to porobimy. Te wszystkie ukryte rzeczy.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Otwórz mapę. Odkryto. No, dobra, taki znak. Punkt szybkiej podróży płomieni Few. Możesz otworzyć mapę w dowolnym momencie, by szybko podróżować do dowolnych odkrytych płomieni Few. Mapę. Okej, mamy zamku. Hogwart jest podzielony na dwa główne obszary. Po lewej stronie mapy znajdują się kwatery mieszkalne uczniów i nauczycieli, a także pokoje wspólne domów i wielka sala. Okej. Wybierz rejon wielkich schodów, by kontynuować. Czyli ten, tak? Dobra. Cudowne schody z zamku Hogwart. Bierzemy. W tym widoku możesz zobaczyć płomienie Few dostępne w tym regionie. Zielone płomienie Few reprezentują płomienie już odkryte w tym pokój wspólny twojego domu. A szare płomienie Few oznaczają położenie nieodkrytych płomieni. Czyli możemy tylko do tych odkrytych lokacji się chyba przenosić. Po prawej stronie mapy są błonia, które możesz znaleźć, gdzie możesz znaleźć pracownie i inne ważne miejsca szkoły, takie jak wieża astronomiczna, biblioteka czy szklarnie. Wybierz rejon aneksu biblioteki, by kontynuować. Aneks biblioteki. Profesor Weasley odblokowała dla ciebie płomienie Few w sali głównej. Użyj A i D, aby wrócić mapę i naciśnij spację, by przenieść płomieniami Few do sali głównej. Okej, to chodzi tu. Sala główna zamku Hogwart, podróż.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
To idziemy.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Może mi pani powiedzieć coś więcej o lekcjach zaklęć?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Czym jest obrona przed czarną magią?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Czym jest Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Dobra, dziękuję.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okej. Rozmawiaj z profesorem Figiem.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
No jasne. Poziom mapy możesz śledzić dostępne misje. Okej, otwórz mapę. To my tu mapy. Ten symbol przedstawia główne misje. Przechodzenie głównych misji rozwinie fabułę, odblokuje nowe funkcje i zapewni punkty doświadczenia. Niektóre misje są zablokowane ze względu na wymagania zaklęć i lub poziomu. W takich przypadkach musisz mieć wymagany poziom i lub niezbędne zaklęcie, aby aktywować misję. Nowe zaklęcia można zdobyć wykonując zadania profesorów lub jako nagrody z misji. Śledź misję używając... Kontynuować. Okej. Mamy dwa. Zajęcia z zaklęć i zajęcia z obrony przed czarną magią. Możemy najpierw zaklęcia zrobić. Mapa przewodnika wskazuje na, że lekcje profesora Nena odbywają się w sklepie astronomicznym. Ten zamek jest olbrzymi, zaczarowany kompas z przewodnika pomoże znaleźć mi drogę. Okej.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Idź na lekcję zaklęć. Okej. Misja ukończona. Witaj w Hogwarcie. Zaczarowany kompas. Odblokowano nowy przedmiot. Otwórz. Czekajcie, zobaczmy. Co my tu mamy? Kolekcję. Tu coś mamy, tak? Aha, to jest to po piersie Ravenclaw. Tu się dodało. To chyba tyle. Wygląd. Okej. Mniejsza z tym. Wyzwania. Misje. Nagroda i wygląd wyposażenia. Legendarne rękawice. Tutaj coś mamy. A to już dobra. To odznaczyć musiałem. I jeszcze tu jest kwestia misji. Aha, to są dwa zadania, tak jakby. No to już mamy oznaczone tą jedno. Więc spoko. Aha, i takie te mi pokazuje. Było tą strzałkę. Rozumiem.
Revelio.
A to co to jest?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Aha, że tu się mogę teleportować. Ten proszek Q. Rozumiem. Dobra, czekajcie, a to jest tu gdzieś. Czekajcie, a niżej, poniżej, dobra. Dobra. A nie, wyżej, sorry. Dobrze, niżej, ale jednak wyżej. Dobra, idziemy na górę. Po tych schodach. I wieży astronomicznej chyba.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't
I
necessarily
can
want
appreciate
him to get
Hogsmeade
back to
all
the
year
lesson.
round, but there's nothing like it after a fresh snowfall.
My house broom will do me fine for a while, I'm sure.
To jest jakaś skrzynia? To gdzieś niżej. Okej, będziemy jeszcze odkrywać po tej misji.
You shouldn't get so upset in herbology. The rate you're going.
No dobra, wejdźmy.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okej. Mamy zaklęcie poprowadzić, to prowadzimy. Accio.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Zajęcia na świeżym powietrzu.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
To zaszalał.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
No dobra. Odblokowano nowe zaklęcie. Zaklęcie przywołujące Accio ściąga cel bliżej osoby rzucającej. Naciśnij przypisany przycisk bliżej Accio i ściągnie cel bliżej. Musisz ponownie przerwać zaklęcie. Czyli 4, tak?
Splendid! Don't lose your composure.
Aha.
That's it.
Okej, to jest na punkty. Dobra, łapię.
Excellent control there.
Dobra. Nie wiem, jak to działa.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Okej.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss
Zasady
Onai,
kortu.
you are playing red. Clear?
Rzuć Accio, aby przełazić kulę najbliżej krawędzi, jak to tylko możliwe, nie przekraczając jej i zdobądź punkty. Dobra. Czyli ja zaczynam? Nie, aha, ona. Kurczę, zaszalała, 50 punktów.
Accio!
Kurczę, w zasadzie. Prowadzi. Ajajaj. Widzę, nie będzie łatwo. 30 ma. Ja muszę 50 zaliczyć. Zatrzymuj się.
Very good.
Jest. O tak, nie wygram z nią. Muszę mieć 3 50.
Accio!
Kurczę, przedobrzyłem sobie jedną.
Brilliant!
Zabrakło mi. Można rewanż?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Przeszkody.
I'll say.
Dobra, to i tak chyba jest w formie
Focus now. You
treningu.
will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Proszę dobry moment wybrać, okej.
Accio!
No kurczę.
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this. There we go.
Ona musiałaby sknącić teraz, kurczę. Dobra. To chyba taka miała być.
That is how it's done.
To i tak mi nie da prowadzenia, nawet jak 50 zrobię.
Accio!
A nie, bo zrzuciło. A jednak.
I will get you back for that.
Jej kula spadła. Wygrałem. Dlatego to było utrudnienie takie duże.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Okej.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
Ciekawe.
Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
No dobra.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Aha, czy jeszcze z profesorem mam porozmawiać?
Accio on humans.
A word,
If you're
if you
so
would.
inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
No dobra. Pierwsza lekcja, odblokowano osiągnięcie. To na Steamie. Ukończono wyzwanie. Ukończ główne misje. Tu mam nowy strój czy coś? Ten target. Zobaczmy w sumie. Misje. Tak, mam ukończone. Aha, tu mi 1-0/4 mam. Rękawice dostałem. Odbierzmy nagrodę. I teraz tak. Kolekcje. Coś też jest. A to są te rękawice. Rękawice z wyszytymi tajemniczymi wzorami otrzymywane dla ukończenia misji głównych. A tu jeszcze coś jest, wyposażenie. Kurczę. Nie mam tych rękawic? To gdzieś muszę je odebrać. W sumie nie pokazywali mi tego. Więc może nie wybiegajmy naprzód. Nowa misja dostępna. Zajęcia obrony przed czarną magią. No to wiem, to tam pójdziemy. No to już mnie prowadzi, tak? Jakby 42 metry w tamtym kierunku. A jeszcze tu możemy zagadać, zagadajmy z nim.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
No dobra. Tu jeszcze z nim też mogę pogadać?
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
A to takie jednorazowe krótkie rozmowy.
Revelio.
Aha, jakieś skrzynki pokazują, że są to u niego w gabinecie. No, aha, to na razie nie mogę wejść. Jakieś pewnie Alohomora muszę znać. Dobra, super. Fajnie, trochę tu dzisiaj się nauczyliśmy, odkryliśmy. Dzięki za oglądanie. Zachęcam do zostawienia łapek w górę, subskrypcji na kanale i widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku, w którym pójdziemy na lekcję obrony przed czarną magią. A póki co trzymajcie się, hej!